Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Soul Talk with Priya. This is a channel where we speak about coming out of a life of limitations to a life of abundance. So today, my guest depict that statement to the T. He is a young and successful Mauritian entrepreneur, the founder and CEO of YOAL Shanghai Trade and Company Limited. His business spans across Asia, especially China and Europe, and recently Africa as well. He is also a member of the Shanghai Rotary Club. He's a scout and philanthropist, and as such, very much involved in social work. He is the holder of quite a few prestigious awards, namely the 2019 JCI Mauritius Award of Outstanding Young Person, the Duke of Edinburgh Award for Leaders, to name just a few. So let me stop talking and let us meet the charismatic Allan Mathieu. So Allan, welcome to my channel Soul Talk with Priya. Pleasure to have you on this channel.
It's a pleasure to be here, Priya.
So Allan, I would like to know, you always go back to your roots. You always say that you come from Cité Argy, Flac. And why do you always kind of remember your roots from Cité Argy?
We always need to know where we come from, you know? And for me, it's like a type of motivation. Like to be in a city don't mean you're in a jail, you know? We say in French like, tous les cités sont ouverts, il n'y a pas de barreaux. Which means we put the jail in our mind. So I just want to, every time to say to people like, hey, we can get out of this. City is not, even though it's a world in itself, you know, which is very different from other people environment. You know, if you live in Sognac or if you live in Cité Argy, it's two different environments. And some people, they are kept in it. You know, they can't get out of it, but it's just here. You know, the society don't make you to stay there, but if you want to get out, you can go out. But some people are afraid of the outside.
Yes, it's like a suburb, like we say in different countries. It's like a ghetto.
Yeah.
Many times people think that growing up in a ghetto is a kind of barrier. And there are more barriers to someone from there to reach out to where you are today as an entrepreneur than if they were coming out from the town or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So from Cité Argy to Shanghai, China, tell us about your transition.
So the transition was not easy. I think that all entrepreneurs will say the same thing, you know, so nothing is easy. But it was a desire for me to, I didn't know exactly what I want, but I know what I don't want. So I didn't want to have the same life like everybody I was seeing around in my environment, you know, with the same flair, problems, issues, you know, domestic violence with alcohol, drugs, prostitution, and all this type of things. So I didn't want to have this in my life. And so I wanted to find a way to get out of this. So in the ghetto, in city, so there's, let's say for us, there's two ways, okay? Priority is two ways. It's like, or you sell drugs, or you do a legal business. You know, both are businesses. So for us, it's like both are businesses. But or you do a legal business or you do an illegal business. So in other environments, they will say, oh, you have education also to get you out of it.
Okay.
But in our community, we will say education is not the priority, I would say. You know, even though me, for example, I don't have degrees, a diploma, etc., etc. You know, academic, I'm not that. But we learn from life the hardest way.
So you learned from life experiences, the people you were meeting, the kind of association you were having. You, what I understand is you got out of that everyday people that you were meeting, which is the normal in a ghetto, like you say, And what was there any one person?
Yeah. Actually, it's not just one person. Scouting, Mauritius is scouting, because my dad was a scout, so they really forced me when I was 7 years old to get in the scouting movement. Every Saturday, if I want my Saturday to be wonderful, I need to go to scout.
So did that change something for you?
A lot, because let's say I'm a naughty boy, you know. I was a naughty boy, and I
You
was.
were mischievous. Let's say you were mischievous, like all young man.
Yeah, and the point is, I was living mostly on the road, like, you know, so with a friend, staying outside very late at night, you know, going to club when I was 14, 15, you know,
Okay.
when my parents could not say, let's say, any more saying things, you know. Scouting was my dad and mom at this point, you know, because even though when I was young, I didn't like to go to scouting, but when I become a teenager, I really love it, you know, and then I become more and more in it, you know, become the chief, etc., 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 and getting lots of experiences and getting out. Scouting helped me to get out of my ghetto and meeting other people, you know, and I was like very, very shocked because I was always seeing this type of thing in my environment, like seeing
Where there were
just
perhaps more negativity.
I'm not saying negativity because seriously, in where I come from, it's a community where you have everything. So you have the positivity, you have the negativity, you have the neutral, you have all the energy in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was not the energy that I wanted.
Okay.
You know, so
I understand that.
yeah, it's not the energy that I wanted. And then I met some people, even though they are 25 years old, they need to ask their parents to go out. And I was like, seriously?
Yeah, that's the norm in Mauritius,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No, and I was like,
Fortunately, Allan, because then, you know, it's a different kind of upbringing as well, a different kind of mindset. When you come from a ghetto, you have a very different kind of viewing the world.
yeah. I meet lots of very different people that I was not aware exist.
Yeah.
This made me think that, oh, you don't know everything, you know, because when you're a teenage, you think you know everything, you know,
Exactly.
that your parents, they are old-fashioned people and you are the best, you know, you are the guy. So, and then these people make me become humble. So I discovered that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I needed to learn from them. So they were like a book, and the most beautiful books are people.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
You know?
So, what was your first step getting into Shanghai?
Yeah, and I tried my best to create a company first. For me, freedom was I wanted money, you know, and for me, money brings freedom. So it was a company, so building a company, a legal company, you know, and I was in the, let's say, tour business, and I was renting villa and all this type of thing. And by this, I meet my wife, you know, so there were 3 Chinese women coming to Mauritius, and
So she was basically from China.
yeah. Never visited Mauritius before, and Mauritius and China was signing the mutual agreement for visa. You know, no need visa to go there and no need visa for them to come to Mauritius. And they wanted to do the tour, and you know how Mauritian we are. We are very welcoming, warm,
Exactly.
and you know, we like to meet people and make them feel good about our country, you know.
Yeah.
So it's what I do. So I make them do the turn, and they were so shocked because I was buying water for them, cola, chocolate, and all this type of things. They said, hey, how much I need to give you? I said, no, it's free. And they were very shocked about it because for them, everything needs to be paid. Then we do a small partnership, so they return back to China, and then the woman who will become my wife, so they were sending me some other Chinese to come here. I make them do the tour, etc. And then by this, we make the connection together, and then she come back to Mauritius, and we get married in Mauritius. And then she was like, oh, because I wanted her to come here to get married and just to stay here. You know, I didn't want her to go to China.
So the plan was not to go to China,
Yeah.
it was to do your business in Mauritius.
Exactly, you know, so she could have continued to bring the client here, etc. And because every time she said, oh, what you're doing here, we can get much more in China with the same energy you're putting in Mauritius, like, and you can get the best in China.
So your growth will be much more in China
Exactly,
than in Mauritius.
But me, I didn't really want it, you know, because I love my country. I say, hey, tourists pay lots of money to come here. etc. Why we need to leave paradise to go to a communist country? And everybody say, you know how they say, oh, you will eat dog, cat, insects, and all this type of thing. But when I arrived in Shanghai, I was so shocked. Like, wow, I was, oh my God. So the airport is wonderful, you know, and you can.
And are we talking about which year you were there?
So 2000, let's say 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, all my stereotypes just fall down, you know,
Yeah.
and I was like a new guy, like wow, like a kid, you know, like oh my God, sky, travel, etc. The building was wonderful, etc. And mostly the people can speak English. You know, in Shanghai, like you have lots of people can communicate in English.
Yeah, that's a good thing, Allan, because we believe that when you go to China, people don't understand English and
They can only speak Putonghua, like we say Mandarin, Chinese. So
that's not really the case.
Not really the case.
Not in Shanghai.
In Shanghai, mostly. Most of people, they can try to speak in English with you, and they love to speak in English to you. And then she helped me meet lots of entrepreneurs over there.
Okay.
Wonderful. When I meet these people over there, they were working so hard. You know, Chinese people work so hard. So hard. This is in their gene.
In their genes.
You know?
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah. This is in their gene. And I was such a young guys, they have companies, they were working 2 jobs, and life is not easy, you know. In Shanghai it's like very competitive, and there's a lot of Chinese also, so they need to be the best. So they need to work hard for this.
Tell me, has there been one circumstance maybe which made you feel like life as an entrepreneur is difficult, but yet there was something which made you go more into it and embrace those difficulties?
But the taste of freedom, the taste of money.
Okay.
Seriously, the taste of money make you say, hey, oh, I want to have more. And then I believe that money is just number, you know, so you need to put how much you want.
Sometimes we say money, it's evil and all that.
Evil.
But honestly, I also believe that having money and wealth brings you the kind of freedom that you need to do the kind of work that you want. And I know you are also into social work. Tell us about that side of you.
It's a part where I can put my good, you know, like, you know, in business there's a way to do business, and then your kindness and all this type of thing. So we're helping people through Rotary. I'm a Rotarian, a Rotary Club of Shanghai. So through the Rotary Club, so we help to end polio, you know, polio. We also help people to empower, you know, more like this. So to motivate, not to be assist financially the person, you know, to show them the way. So it's better to show them how to fish than to give them the fish. It's more telling them how you can do it, how you can make it, because most of the people think money is first when you do a business. When you're an entrepreneur, you will understand that money is not the first thing you need to know. It's not the money who do the project, it's the project who makes the money.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah, so the point is, so first we make them believe they need to also have a dream which don't let them sleep. You understand what I mean? So it should be a dream that
motivate them.
Yes, they can't sleep because of this dream. They say, oh, I want to do that, and they can't sleep because of this. So at night they're like, how can I do it? How can I do it? And in the morning, how can I do it? So all the days, how can I do this? How can I do this? So they first need to have this, and second, they need to have a vision.
Yeah.
They need to have the dream and then the vision. So where I want to be. You know, so like for example, here we are in an office in Mauritius. I was never saying I will have an office in Port Louis, like this beautiful office with the staff and all this type of thing. And this is only in Mauritius. So I have the same in Shanghai too. So you need to have a vision where you see yourself, you know. So I try to bring some positivity in their life, you know, like saying, hey, you see, I go through this too, and see where I am. You know, so you can do it too. So this makes them motivate to be better, and I feel that giving time to people is much better than giving money.
Absolutely agree with you on this one. How difficult or easy is it to maintain that spirituality in your everyday life, in your business life? First of all, tell me what is the meaning of spirituality for you?
Oh, I define it only in 3 ways: energy, frequency, and vibration. Sharing with other human beings and removing the physical aspect, you know, and vibrating with this person, vibrating with the environment, vibrating with your surrounding, the frequency of the surroundings, the frequency of a tree, for example, you know, the frequency of a bird and the frequency of the wind, you know, the energy. So all this is what brings spirituality to me.
So how do you translate that side of energy, vibration and frequency into your business world?
We say, I don't know the word in English, mean intuition.
Intuition.
Yeah, intuition, you know, so this...
The gut feeling.
Yeah, and you can feel for some people the vibration is not here, you know, the frequency, what they emit as a person, the energies are emitted. So I think it's what made my success also, you know, so I vibrate with some people which were good people, you know, and they give me back this
So
energy.
they have that good energy which you feel, and you feel that they can be someone you want to do business
and I be surrounded to them, you know, with this good energy, you know, when you're surrounding with lots of good energy, trust me, there's something spiritual getting out of it.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's more than you smoke and getting high, you know, it's more than drugs, it's more than everything I can say. Just being surrounding with people with the same vibration and frequency and the energy as you make you high.
I agree to that. I agree to that. For me as well, you know, I kind of like to be around people who have my kind of energy. But Allan, don't you think that somewhere if you stay only around these people who relates to you, what about the rest of them?
No, you should, but I'm doing a business, so I'm forced to be in contact with different type of people. So my best people is these people, but still, I need to vibe. I need to be in exchange with some people who are different than me, you know. So I have some people who are very believe in their religions. They feel like their religion are the best, etc. Me, I'm not in this belief. You know, if you take, I don't know, if you take this pen and you say, okay, this is my God, I'm okay with you. You know, I'm totally fine with you.
So you don't have that judgmental attitude.
No.
So that's how you can overcome whatever is between you and the
person
other
is
person.
who is he. At the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, we are just some bones. You know, some bones. Yeah, you know, this stuff and blood and things like this with a good soul or not. Good soul or not, I will not say it's good or bad. I will say different soul.
Different.
Yeah, I will mostly...
The vibration is different.
Yes.
But you can deal with it when you have your own
exactly. You
feet
know,
grounded.
We will come back to the first question, why I always relate where I come from.
Yes.
But I know where I come from. I know who I am. You know,
so that's your roots, you're grounded,
exactly.
And then that energy came.
Exactly. So I have my roots, and from there I know which type of fruit I can give. So it's not like because
beautiful.
You know, it's not because a dog come here and it start to pee at my tree and then my fruit will change. You know what I mean? But I will use it like fertilizer.
Yes.
You know, to grow more. You know what I mean?
That's such a good expression. I love it.
Yeah, but seriously, and so in my business, it's not every day easy to live this spirituality. I get angry, you know, sometimes I get stressed, sometimes I have my stress at home, the staff is stressed, so business is stressed, you know, and it's difficult to live the vibration, frequency and energy. It's very complicated, you know, to do it. And then I try to resource myself in the nature. Because that's the best way
that was going to be my question. How do you go and have that frequency back? So you go to nature.
Nature really love, and my scouting, for example, you know, every year we're going to camping and I miss camping, you know.
So Allan, we have reached almost at the end of this interview. I'm not going to say interview.
No, I prefer to say conversation.
Yeah, it's a conversation. It's an interview. We found a little bit of an inner side of you. So my last question would be, how would you like people to remember you for?
Someone who lives, someone who enjoy life more than working.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like people remember me like a hard-working guy. You know, I want them to remember me as a guy who really live life at his fullest. You know, everything, every second, every moment, every minute. He like when I die, every time I say to my friend, happy. Don't be sad, be happy. I love this sentence. We say when you were born, you were crying and everybody around you was smiling, laughing, and they were so cute. And you But when I die, I want that everybody around me. Maybe if they cry, you know. But I want them to be happy. But me, I will be happy. That's true.
That's because you would have lived your life fully and no regrets.
No regret. It's not useful regret, you know. Yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, you know, but at least I have made it, you know. And I want to be remembered like this. So the guy who live life at his fullest.
Thank you so much, Allan, for
Thank
being
you,
with
Priya.
us.
It's amazing to be with you, you know, so because you have the vibe, you know.
So guys, thank you for watching, and please, if you like the channel, do press on the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.